Okay, welcome back here to McCracken Field in Sharpsville, Pennsylvania on this cold November night. I'm Jeff Weimer along with Mark Slazak. The toss of the coin has just occurred out in midfield. Coin is up in the air and it's stuck. It's stuck in midair. It's frozen.
No, it has come down and it bounces off the frozen tundra here of McCracken Field. And Kennedy has won the toss. They elected to receive, and they will do so when we get the kickoff. A couple of the players that we'll be talking about on the Kennedy side: Mike Carterman at quarterback, a 3-year starter. He's been in this district championship situation before, as Kennedy lost the district championship last year. But they have some veteran players back. Also in the backfield, you'll hear a lot from Mark Moore, and you'll also hear from Lonnie Brownlee in the backfield. A couple of the starters for Kennedy Christian. Aaron Conrad, also at split end, will have his name mentioned quite a bit. Defensively, you'll have to look for Moore as a linebacker to do a lot. Also, strong safety, Mike Churosky. When you look at the other side of the ball for the offensive unit of Linesville, of course, at quarterback, Anthony Onderko at 5'7", 160 pounds. He's a senior. And also Don Zarambinski and Frank Yablonski. A couple of skis in the backfield, and not enough snow to help the skis, but a good enough cold weather, skiing weather, very much like that. Getting set to kick it off for the Linesville Lions will be Robert Brown. Deep for the Kennedy Christians, Mark Moore and Brownlee, and we're underway with first half play-by-play.
It's a very, thank you, Mark. It's a very short kick. It comes over to the near side, and it's taken by one of the up men, Bill Reiser. He was standing at about the 45-yard line. He stepped back to the 40, caught the ball, fell to the ground, and that is where Kennedy will take over with good field position to start the football game. 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line, just underway, waiting for the first offensive play of the ball game. We have Conrad split wide to the near side, slot on the left, single setback. Carterman at quarterback takes his snap, hands it to the right side, and thrown for a big loss. Back to about the 35-yard line was Kennedy running back, and let's see, it looks like number 28, Lonnie Brownlee, who carried the ball that time, and they were waiting for him, and they'll mark it back as a 3-yard loss.
Brownlee, the big man in the backfield for Kennedy Christian, at 6 foot, 215 pounds of fullback, and they like to give him the ball in short yardage. That time they tried to give him the ball right up the middle, and the left side of the defense for Linesville all over him, bringing up now a 2nd down and 13 after that loss of 3.
Again, they have a man split wide to the near side. This time they send man in motion, and they give to the first man through. There's a hole up the middle. It's Brownlee who carries it across the 40 out to the 45. He picked up 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd and nearly 5.
Offensively for Kennedy Christian, Carterman, the quarterback, Ed Tarosky on the wing. Along the offensive line, D'Angelo, Jones, Muser, Reiser, and Walters. Be a 3rd down play and about 5 for a 1st down.
Big play here early on for the Golden Eagles at their own 45. They have 3rd and 5. Crossing in the backfield, and hitting over on the right side of the line is Mark Moore. Moore found about a yard or 2, but it'll bring up a 4th and let's call it 4 for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, defensive end Earl Albert was there to make the play. Albert at 6 foot, 170 pounds, flipping from end and tackle, made that stuff right up the middle. Now it's a punting situation for Kennedy Christian. Michael Carterman will do the punting. And 2 men going deep to return for Linesville.
Anthony Onderko.
Yeah, Anthony Onderko, the quarterback, and Don Zarambinski, who also doubled as a halfback, back to return.
And the punt is away. It is a good one, carrying from right to left. It's taken and fumbled back near the 20-yard line, and then brought up out over the 22 by Zarambinski. And it will be 1st and 10 for Linesville, but they'll start pinned up in their own territory back near the 20-yard line.
Interesting to see the quarterback for Linesville also returning the punts. But if you look back, Doug Flutie used to do it a little bit, and even Joe Theismann, as a quarterback when he first came up, returned some punts.
Okay, the Lions have it 1st and 10. They've got an I formation in the backfield. Onderko takes a snap, rolls to his right, hands off, and carrying it out over the 25-yard line is a Lion halfback.
That'll be the fullback.
And that's
Yablonski.
Right you are, as a matter of fact.
Frank Yablonski at 5'5", 155 pounds on the carry. down to up to about the 28-yard line. 5-yard gain, 2nd down and 5.
And the Lions split a man wide to the near side. Onderko takes a snap again, gives it over the right side, and carrying it for another 2 or maybe a 3-yard gain. That time, see, it was number 41, Don Zarembinski, and he will be short of the first down by maybe a yard and a half. It'll bring up 3rd and short for the Lions at their own 31.
Not a lot of size in the backfield for the Linesville Lions. The fullback is Yablonski, only at 5'5", 155.
High formation in the backfield, and it is a quarterback option play. Carrying it over the left side is Onderko, and he cuts upfield across the 35 out to about the 40-yard line. He's got the first down for the Lions, and they move the chains, and we see the first down in the football game.
Onderko wears number 42 despite being the quarterback, and looks a lot like a running back, and showed some good running skills there as he picked up the first down going around the left end. Linesville now 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line, their own.
Linesville with the orange helmets and the brown jerseys look like the old Cincinnati Bengals uniform. This time the carry is over the right side for a very short gain. And the Lions ball was carried by Zarembinski.
Jeff, we have an injured Kennedy Christian Golden Eagle down on the field. And with that injury, we're going to take a break here, and we'll be back. It looks to be Mark Moore that's down, and we'll come back and let you know about Mark Moore's condition in just a moment here on your season ticket to Live Sports 104 Stereo WWIZ.
Ask a kid what he likes most about school, and the answer may surprise you.
Dean Dairy.
That's because kids know Dean Dairy supplies many schools with the freshest products right from the farm. Ask any mom what she likes about school, and her answer may surprise you.
Dean Dairy.
She knows that her kids get the very best dairy products from Dean Dairy. Surprise yourself at school or at the grocery store with the very best.
Dean Dairy. Dean Dairy.
Dean Dairy, part of the community.
Dr. Mark Stabile and Jerry Bonner of Parkside Orthopedic Associates on Green Street in Farrell are proud to sponsor high school sports. Drs. Stabile and Bonner at this time would like to congratulate all the fine young athletes and wish them the best of luck. Drs. Stabile and Bonner are specialists in sports injuries. Again, the best of luck for a fine season from all the doctors and staff of Parkside Orthopedic Associates on Green Street in Farrell, Pennsylvania, where they specialize in sports injuries to keep you in the best of health all season long.
Join Wiley Meyer in the morning for fun and great music. Only on I-104, WWIZ.
Okay, back here once again at Sharpsville. I'm Jeff Weimer along with Mark Slazak. Rob Moore is helped off the field and does get off under his own power. And it's the Lions with it. Onderko takes a snap, gives over the right side, carrying it out there is Jablonski. He's across midfield into Kennedy territory at the 41-yard line. He's got the first down and more. And the Lions are now in Kennedy territory for the first time in the football game.
Just a quick hitter over the right side that time, and Jablonski from the fullback spot. He has the speed and size of a halfback, and he just lines up closer to the quarterback in a fullback position. And he broke over left tackle for a first gain and a first down now in Kennedy territory at the 41.
And Onderko takes a snap again, gives it to Jablonski. He got to about the 40 and was popped. So he picked up about a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9 for Linesville at Kennedy's 40-yard line. No score in the football game.
Terry Walters there to make the big hit for Kennedy Christian as a short gain that time by Jablonski, and Walters drove him back. Moore at the timeout did get off the field. Mark Moore under his own power, and hopefully he'll be back in the football game. Definitely an important player offensively and defensively for Kennedy Christian is Mark Moore.
Slot on the right, and Onderko takes a snap, fakes to his left, and then cuts to his right, across right tackle, gets inside the 40-yard line and down to about the 35-yard line of Kennedy Christian, and that is where Linesville will now have a 3rd and 5 situation.
Walters again there to make the tackle from the middle linebacker spot. And Linesville yet to put it up, and we'll see if they think about it here on 3rd and 5.
I formation in the backfield. Onderko takes the snap, gives it up the middle, and no, he keeps it, tries to turn around the corner on the right side. He gets it inside the 30, 25, and down to about the 24-yard line. And it will be good enough for a first down, but a penalty flag is down right in the middle of the line of scrimmage. And they're talking to one of the Linesville linemen, and I think this may go against the Lions.
Mark Moore checking back into the ball game for Kennedy Christian as we sort out the penalty. Good double fake that time by the quarterback for Linesville, number 42 on Derko, as he had 2 fakes, and the call is going to be a face mask call against Kennedy Christian, Jeff. And I think they may be tacking it on to the gain. We'll see what they say. They're going to call face mask against Kennedy. It'll be a first down for Linesville. The first down on the play, move the ball to the 24-yard line of Kennedy, and they'll mark 15 more yards on from there, and they'll put the ball down almost in the 10. It's going to be marked at the 12-yard line. So the ball marked at the 12-yard line. Linesville will have it first down and 10.
The official was saying something to one of the Linesville linemen, but they did call the penalty against Kennedy, so
yeah, the face mask was not on the tackle. It was on one of the blockers. That's why they were talking to the lineman.
I formation in the backfield, and Derko takes the snap, fakes it into the line, trying to turn the corner on the left side, and he gets yardage down to about the 10. He picked up a couple. It'll be 2nd and 8 for Linesville. Make it 2nd and 9 at Kennedy's 10-yard line.
Good defensive play, that again by Terry Walters, coming up in the middle linebacker spot. He also had some help from Aaron Conrad, who hemmed in the play, and they combined for the tackle after a gain of only 1, 2nd down and 9. Just underway here at McCracken Field in Sharpsville. 5 minutes, 34 seconds to go in the opening period. We have no score.
High formation in the backfield. 2 men split wide to the left on Derko with the snap. And he gives it to, he bootlegs it, play action into the end zone, and it is in and out of the hands of the intended receiver down in the right end zone. And that was Herman Halfhill. Halfhill, did I pronounce that right? And Jerry DeRoss was also there. The ball was batted down at the last moment by a Golden Eagle defender, and a nice defensive play, Mark.
Yeah, ball just a little bit underthrown, but Jeff, as we've seen already, and we've been faked out on a couple of plays already on Derko, very good with a play-action pass. He had DeRoss open that time, underthrew it just a bit, and that allowed the defense to knock the ball away.
Brown is split wide to the near side on Derko, rolling out to his right on the option, fakes the pitch, cuts it inside. He's inside the 5, into the end zone, touchdown. And the Linesville Lions get on the scoreboard first from 11 yards out as they lead it 6-0, and we have the attempt for the extra point coming up.
Nice run that time by quarterback Anthony Underco on the option play, an 11-yard touchdown run, and Linesville on the board here first. And the offense still on the field. Sending in a play, it looks like, Jeff, they're going to go for 2 here.
The score came with 5:14 remaining in the first period. Kennedy was 3 downs and out, and they'll try to get the offense regrouped when they go and get the ball back. On the attempt for the 2-point conversion, Underco rolls to his right. He might have an opening. He cuts it toward the end zone. He's in, and it's a 2-point conversion for Linesville. They lead at 8-0 here with 5:14 remaining in the first period. We'll come back as Kennedy will get the ball on the kickoff in just a moment on your live sports leader, WWIZ I-104.
For all your family hair care needs, stop at Pompa's Beauty Salon in Sharpsville. Pompa's Beauty Salon is a full-service salon for the entire family. They offer special prices for children's haircuts. Just take one and times it by the age up to 10 years old. For professional family hair care, casual clothing, and accessories, including the Sloppy Joe line, stop at Pompa's Beauty Salon. They're open Tuesday through Saturday and have appointments to fit your schedule. Call 962-4687. Pompa's Beauty Salon on Buckeye Drive in Sharpsville.
From the WWIZ Sports Center, we go now to this live update.
Bob Greenberg live here at Sharon High School. We have a score here in the Class AAA Championship. Mike Gentile kicks a 21-yard field goal after Reynolds goes 60 yards on a 15-play drive, stalls at the 4-yard line. 21-yard field goal for Gentile. Reynolds leads 3-0. 3:37 to go here in the first quarter. Now back to Jeff and Mark at Sharpsville.
Okay, thank you very much for that update, Bob Greenberg. We'll be continuing to update that Reynolds game as we go along here. Vernil took the Kennedy kickoff and brought it out to the 37-yard line. Golden Eagles are about to go on the attack now, 1st and 10. They've got a tee in the backfield. The pitch goes out to the right side, and carrying it for no gain on the play. As a matter of fact, he might have even lost a little bit of yardage out there. Was Moore? Was that Moore?
Mark Moore on the carry. Unable to make it around the outside on the right side. Tried to cut it back and was hemmed in. A nice tackle on the play again, number 71, Earl Abbott there. It'll bring up a second down. They're going to give him 1 yard on the gain. It'll be a second down and 9 for KC.
Golden Eagles want to get something moving on the offense here. Carterman calling the signals. He takes the snap, fakes it to the right,
Fumble.
and the ball is loose on the ground. It looks like Linesville might have gotten it as the halfback who was running with the ball up through the middle was hit hard. It looked like Vinny Booth.
That's going to be Brownlee, Jeff.
Brownlee.
Brownlee never did get a clean handoff from Carterman. The ball popped loose, and Don Zarambinski, the halfback, was there to recover for Linesville, and the first break in the ball game goes to the Linesville Lions. They have the ball 1st and 10 in Kennedy territory at the 44-yard line.
So Kennedy guilty of the first turnover in this football game, and the Lions get it back in Kennedy territory. Brown is split wide to the near side. There's a slot on the right. Underko takes the snap. He rolls out to his right on the option. He keeps it, cuts it upfield, and gets down to the 40-yard line. That'll be a gain of about 4 and bring up 2nd and 6 for Linesville, who already leads this ball game 8-0.
And Underko, Jeff, is not a quarterback at heart. He's definitely a running back that is playing quarterback. Good size as he goes at 5'7", 159, but just a solid fire plug type runner with some good speed. Held the ball that time like a loaf of bread. He'll have to keep that ball tucked in, or he may have a turnover of his own as we go along here.
DeRoss lines up tight end on the near side. The give is over the right side, and getting an opening out there is Don Zarambinski. He gets inside the 40, cuts out to the right, and is brought down inside the 35 at about the 33-yard line, close to a first down for the Lions. They picked up nearly 6 on the play, and they're saying first down without the measurement.
Yeah, it's a first down. A saving tackle that time by Aaron Conrad. If he wasn't there, Zarambinski would have got all the way for a touchdown. And Jeff, 3 men in the backfield with Zarambinski and Jablonski and the quarterback in there as well on Derko, all fine runners and all hurting Kennedy thus far here in the first quarter.
DeRoss tight end on the near side. Man split wide to the left. I formation in the backfield. It's Underko. Back to pass. Rolling out to his left. He may keep. He does. He tucks it under. He's inside the 25. He's at the 20 and brought down at the Kennedy 16-yard line. A gain of 14 on the play. Another first down for the Lions, and they have racked up 5 so far in the ball game, and they're threatening to score again.
Jeff, the Kennedy defense is obviously confused, and now they're going to call a timeout. The play action pass that time wide open. And that time Underko just decided to keep it and run it because he had no one chasing him. They're going. The Kennedy linebackers are biting on every fake, and they're definitely confused. They'll take a timeout. Our score is 8-0. Linesville leads Kennedy Christian in this Class A championship game, and we'll be back in just a moment here on your season ticket to Live Sports, WWIZ I-104.
Don't you think your savings should be at First National Bank of Mercer County? First National is Mercer County's oldest national bank. It's been serving the community since 1864, so you know it's solid, safe, and secure. It's also a member of the FDIC, so each depositor's savings are insured to $100,000. Think about it. For safety, earning power, and selection, shouldn't your savings be at First National Bank? That's First National Bank of Mercer County, the home of the personal bankers.
The country's best music, 24 hours a day, I-104, WWIZ.
Okay, back here once again at McCracken Field in Sharpsville, Pennsylvania. I'm Jeff Weimer along with Mark Slazak. And what do you think that the Kennedy Christian Golden Eagles under Korsinski are talking about now, Mark?
Well, obviously they're being they're attacking the first fake a little bit over aggressively. I think they need to be a little more conservative with their pass rush, have their linebackers just stay home for a second longer and see where the ball is before they make their attack.
Brown is split wide to the left side, eye in the backfield. The official calls the timeout for just a moment prior to the snap of the football with 2:43 remaining.
A little bit of an equipment problem, but now it's under control.
Underko calling the play again. Slot on the left side, and again Brown split wide to the left, eye in the backfield. The give is to the first man through, and carrying at that time was Jablonski inside the 15 down to near the 10-yard line. That'll be a gain of almost 5 on the play and bring up 2nd and 5 for Linesville with clock turning at 2:28 to go first period.
Yeah, a lot of weapons on this Linesville team out of the backfield. Of course, Jablonski has carried the ball well so far, as has the quarterback Underko and also the halfback Zarambinski.
I formation again in the backfield. Underko takes a snap. He lost the football. The Golden Eagles have it. Kennedy has recovered the fumble at the 10-yard line, still waiting the official indication, but it looked like there was nobody around but Kennedy players, and the Golden Eagles have it as the officials make the indication, and the Kennedy defense dodges the bullet as they get the ball back on their own 10-yard line when it looked like Linesville was going to move it in for another score.
Yeah, Mark Moore recovering the fumble as the snap just was never held clean, and Moore with the fumble recovery inside the 10-yard line. Kennedy Christian takes over at their own 9.
Man split wide to the far side is Conrad. And Carterman takes a snap. He goes to his left and can't find an opening. He cuts it back to his right and finds 3 or 4 yards out to near the 14-yard line. That'll be a gain of 6 on the play and bring up second and a long 4 for Kennedy.
Oh, a crucial turnover for Linesville. They started the drive after a Kennedy fumble as Brownlee coughed it up, but now it evens out turnover-wise. But Linesville's fumble hurts because it was inside the 10-yard line on the tail end of a pretty impressive drive.
There's a T formation in the backfield. Carterman calling the signals. He takes the snap, and he gives it to over the right side. And there'll be a pickup of maybe 3 or 4 more on the play. It'll be very close to a first down out near the 19. See where they mark it. It's right at the 19, and they may even call for a measurement here.
I got a signal 3rd down, Jeff. It'll be 3rd down and just a little bit over 1.
Kennedy has yet to pick up a first down in the ball game with only 51 seconds remaining in the first period, and the Golden Eagles trailing 8-0. They are 0 for 1 on 3rd down conversion, so this is a big one. We may see Carterman keep it on this play. Nope, he gives it over the left side, and I don't think they got it as the running back was hit right in the middle of the line and tried to pick up a number there that looked like Moore. Brownlee?
Brownlee that time on the carry and short of the first down.
He lost a yard.
Good shoot inside that time by DeRoss from a defensive line spot to make the hit in the backfield. And it's a loss on the play, and Carterman again set to punt. On Durko back deep to return along with Zarambinski, and they're both standing at the Kennedy 45.
And the snap is a good one. The kick is away, and it's also a good one. It carries from right to left, and it's taken by Ondurko. Check that, Zarambinski out near the midfield stripe. He cuts to his right. He's inside the 45 and brought down near the 44-yard line. Zarambinski with a 6-yard return after a 32-yard punt.
Shoestring tackle that time for Kennedy Christian by Bill Reiser to knock down Zarambinski. If he wouldn't have been able to make that saving tackle, it would have been enough for a long gain around the side. And Jeff, with that play, we have the end of the first quarter.
And with the score, Linesville 8, Kennedy nothing. We'll come back to Sharpsville in a moment on your live sports leader, 104 WWIZ.
Here's the pitch, and Clark swings and hits a long one to right field. Ball is gone, a grand slam.
Every night at 11:06, WWIZ brings you the Sports Final. It's a 1-hour wrap-up of the day's sporting events.
Bubby pumps once and going deep for Lip. Lips downfield, covered, pulls it in at the 15. Lip, touchdown Pittsburgh.
Get all the sports action first with the Sports Final. Be here with us at 11:06 every night. It's the Sports Final, only on WWIZ I-104.
From the WWIZ Sports Center, we go now to this live update.
Bob Greenberg back live here at Sharon High School. Action galore here at Reynolds-Titusville game on the ensuing drive. Titusville, 4 plays later, Kurt Spence throws a 24-yard pass to Boozer for the touchdown. The kick no good. With 2:13 remaining, Titusville leads 6-3 on the ensuing kickoff. The ball hits a Reynolds player. Titusville recovers, and now Titusville driving once again for a score. We're down to about 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Titusville leads over Reynolds 6-3. Now back to Jeff and Mark at Sharpsville.
Okay, thank you very much, Bob. And just as we come back, the quarterback for the Linesville Lions, Anthony Ondurko, fumbles for the second time. And the Golden Eagles take over. They have it 1st and 10 out at their own 42-yard line. 2
consecutive fumbles for Linesville.
On 2 consecutive plays, as a matter of fact. Carterman is back to pass. He's looking downfield. He's got a man. It's complete inside the 30 at the 35. Check that, the 25 and out of bounds near the 20-yard line. That was Aaron Conrad, who was streaking down the left sideline, took it in from Carterman, and that pass play covered. a total of 33 yards.
Nice pass that time and good touch from Carterman to Conrad. Complete down the left side. It is a 1st and 10 for Kennedy Christian. Deep now in Linesville territory as the ball's marked just inside the 20.
So the Golden Eagles, thanks to 2 Underco turnovers, have set up shop, and they're in position to maybe score for the first time in the football game. 11:14 to go in the first half. There's a T in the backfield again. Carterman back to pass. He's got time. He's got time. He's rolling out to his right. He's directing his receivers downfield. He lets it go, and it's incomplete down near the 10-yard line. Pass was intended down there for the Tarosky, who had lined up as a split end.
Tarosky was open coming back to the ball, but the ball underthrown. Good protection by the offensive line of Kennedy Christian. Carterman also scrambling a bit to get open. But at that time, with only three receivers in the pattern as to compared to 7 men back in coverage, no one to hit. Pass incomplete, 2nd down and 10 now from the 19.
Tarosky splits wide to the near side. There's a slot on the right side in Booth, single setback. And Carterman gives it. It goes up the middle to Moore. He's got running room inside the 20, the 15, and down to about the 13. He picked up about 7 on the play. And it was, check that, Lonnie Brownlee that time, who had lined up in the single fullback formation, and he picked up almost 9 on the play.
Making up for the fumble the last time he had the ball in his hands. Brownlee up the middle for a gain of 9. It'll be 3rd down and 1 for Kennedy Christian. Now, last time in this situation on the 3rd and 1, Linesville stuffed them. Not a good play by DeRoss, as they tried to run it up the middle with Brownlee. Let's see what they do here.
Kennedy is 0 for 2 so far in 3rd down conversions. They've got a T in the backfield, Wishbone. And the pitch goes to the right side, trying to turn a corner out there is Moore, and it looked like he got enough for the 1st down inside the 10-yard line, and it will be 1st and goal. Ball the 10-yard line at about the 8 is where they're going to mark it.
Yeah, last time they ran it, they tried to go up the middle. They were stuffed. This time they pitch it to the outside. Moore able to turn the corner and picks up the 1st down. 1st and goal now for Kennedy Christian at the 7-yard line.
All right, the Golden Eagles will split a man wide to the far side in Conrad. They've got the Wishbone in the backfield. It's Carterman who's pitching it back to Moore. Moore goes into the middle of the line in a straightforward run, and he'll pick up a yard or 2. It'll be 2nd and goal for the Golden Eagles. In case you didn't hear, Reynolds trails Titusville down at Sharon 6-3, and the Rockets are looking for more. We'll get an update from Bob Greenberg on that score in just a little bit here.
Our score here, of course, 8-0 Linesville, but Kennedy Christian looking to change that as they have a 2nd down and goal now from the 5-yard line. 9:45 to go here in the 2nd quarter.
Golden Eagles split a man wide to the far side. And they've got it stacked in the backfield. It's Carterman taking the snap. He's rolling out to his left. He's throwing against the grain into the end zone. There's got a man open. Touchdown! Oh, what a pass by Carterman. As he looked into the end zone, he threw it back against the grain and hit a man in the end zone. And it was a pass play that only covered 6 yards, but it was as exciting as a short pass play as you'll ever see.
Carterman hit a wide open Ed Tarosky in the back of the end zone. The ball seemed to hang forever. Just as Tarosky got his hands on the ball, he was hammered by Robert Brown, but Tarosky able to hang on at a great leaping catch, and Kennedy Christian now cuts the lead to 8-6, and Eric Ruha trying to even shorten that deficit as he comes on to attempt the extra point kick.
And Carterman takes it. He picks it up. He throws into the end zone. 2-point play. Oh, what a play as Carterman was the holder in this situation. He picked it up, and he threw it into the end zone, and it was caught in there by Jason Scarosi. Check that. Dave Merrill, who was lined up as a tight end, he went right into the end zone. A 2-point conversion, and we got a tie ball game at 8. Don't you go anywhere. We'll come back in just a moment with the Golden Eagles and the Linesville Lions tied up in this district championship game at 8 apiece here on your live sports leader, WWIZ I-104.
From the WWIZ Sports Center, we go now to this live update.
Bob Greenberg live here from Sharon High School, and yes indeed, Titusville scores once again. Quarterback Kurt Spence on a bootleg score from the 9-yard line. The 2-point conversion failed, so with 11 minutes to go here in the first half, Titusville leads by the score of 12-3. Titusville 12, Reynolds 3. Now back to Jeff Weimer and Mark Slazak at Sharpsville.
Well, a good game here so far, 8-8. As the fake extra point, Carterman hits Merrill in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Now Kennedy kicks off to Linesville.
And the ball falls dead and is picked up by Onderko back at the 10-yard line. He brings it all the way over to the near side of the field. He's got an opening across the 20, and he's out to about the 26-yard line before being brought down by a host of Kennedy tacklers. And the Lions, who fumbled on their last 2 offensive plays, will go on offense again. And they have dominated Kennedy so far early in the ball game, but thanks to the Onderko fumble and a beautiful Golden Eagle drive, they have tied it up at 8 apiece. Onderko goes under center. He's got an eye in the backfield. Brown split wide to the near side. The give is up the middle. And being hit at the line, the ball is loose on the ground, and the Golden Eagles have it at the Linesville 30-yard line. That is 3 plays in a row that the Linesville Lions have fumbled the football, and Kennedy gets it back on the Linesville 30-yard line.
Mark Moore there to pick it up for the Kennedy Christian Golden Eagles, as that time Yablonski tried to take it around the right side and just coughed it up. And as you said, Jeff, Linesville being hampered by the cold weather here. The last 3 times they've run an offensive play, they fumbled. Kennedy Christian now with great field position again and all the momentum in the world. And a timeout called by Linesville. Our score is 8-8 with 8:57 to go here in the second period. We'll be back in just a moment on your season ticket to Live Sports. WWIZ I-104.
Business owners and managers, you can save between 15 and 30% on labor and equipment costs per week with an efficient 2-way communication system. Do All Electronics in West Middlesex has the answers for all your communications needs. Give us a call and we'll show you how to take advantage of the fastest growing time and money saver in the business today. Call for a no-obligation consultation now. Call Do All Electronics 528-9810. With 3 authorized Johnson service shops in Western Pennsylvania, Do All can do it all. We cover the most to serve you best.
The NFL Game of the Week every Sunday here on I-104 WWIZ.
Back here at Sharpsville's McCracken Field, Mark Slazak along with Jeff Weimer, the Kennedy Christian Golden Eagles, will now try to take advantage of the 3rd straight Linesville fumble. They have it 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And the last report we got from Sharon, Eddie Underwood just went 48 yards for a touchdown for the Reynolds Raiders. And the Raiders are on top now by a 12-9 score.
Trailing 12-9, Jeff.
Excuse me, trailing 12-9, I should say. As the Rockets of Titusville are up 12-9 on Reynolds. And on the first down play, there was no gain for the Golden Eagles, so they have it 2nd and 10 now at Linesville's 30-yard line, thanks to 3 straight fumbles by the Linesville Lions.
So, Jeff, a couple of good games going on in our area tonight, and we have them both covered for you here on WWIZ. Keep it right here for all the updates in both games. Of course, live action of this game here as Kennedy now has a 2nd down and 10.
Tarosky is wide to the near side. Carterman is back to pass. He looks out and a little swing pass to the left side. It is complete out there, pulled in by Rob Shimrock. And it will be a gain of only 4 yards on the play, though, and that'll bring up 3rd and 6 for Kennedy.
Shimrock making the catch and then falling as he wanted to make sure he made the catch. Would have had a little bit of room to run at, being able to stay on his feet, but he couldn't. He came down to make the catch, a gain of 4, 3rd down and 6 now for Kennedy.
We may see the Golden Eagles in 4-down territory here. They'll split a man out wide to the near side. And Condrat, they have the single fullback, and the give is on the reverse.
Fumble.
And the ball is loose on the ground. I think Kennedy might have gotten it back, but that's going to move them back, and they will lose about 5 yards on the play. What happened was Booth was lined up in a slot on the right, and he went in motion. He took an inside handoff from Carterman and then tried to give it back to Moore, and there was
a lot of... They were just too far apart, I think, Jeff. What happened is they were trying to some kind of razzle-dazzle. I don't know if he was trying to give it back to Moore or maybe even pitch it back to Carterman, and Moore was just in the way, but it was some attempt at razzle-dazzle, but to no avail. It's a loss of about 6 yards on the play, and now Kennedy going to go for it here on 4th down and 11.
And they split a man wide to the near side, and the Lions jump offside, so that'll be 5 against Linesville, and that'll give Kennedy a bit of a break. It'll bring up now 4th and only 6.
Carterman drawing the defense off sides as he got one of the linemen, Dean Pepper, to move early. And all he did was come up, and I think with that in mind, to draw the defense off sides, altered the cadence and got him to jump. So now instead of 4th and 11, it's 4th down and 6.
And Kennedy Christian has only one penalty in the football game for 15 yards. That was Linesville's first penalty for 5. Tarosky will come out wide to the near side. They split him in the backfield, and Carterman into the shotgun. He takes a snap. It's a good one. He's back to pass. He's got plenty of time to throw. He's got Tarosky open in the end zone. Touchdown! Oh, what a play! A 30-yard touchdown pass from 32 yards away, I should say. Check that, 25 yards away as Carterman hits Tarosky in the end zone. It was just a simple post pattern. Carterman had time to throw, and Tarosky took it in right at the back of the end zone for a touchdown.
25 yards on the pass, and it was right on the money. Carterman and Tarosky, the second time they've hooked up in this quarter for a touchdown. And on to attempt the extra point will be Eric Ruha.
And that came on a 4th down play. Carterman getting set to hold. The snap is there. The hold is down. The kick is up. It's perfect. And the Kennedy Christian Golden Eagles, after trailing early 8-0, have come back to take the lead 15-8 over the Linesville Lions in this District 10 Class A championship game. We'll come back to Sharpsville in just a moment, right here on your live sports leader, WWIZ I-104.
The staff of Greenville Orthopedic Association is proud to sponsor exciting high school football action and extends their best wishes to all area students in their athletic and academic endeavors. Specializing in sports medicine, total joint surgery, arthroscopic, and other orthopedic surgery, Greenville Orthopedic Association at 428 South Main Street in Greenville. Call 588-7250 for an appointment. Greenville Orthopedic Association featuring a walk-in sports medicine clinic on Sunday mornings at 10 throughout the football season. Join Wiley Meyer in the morning for fun and great music. Only on I-104, WWIZ.
Okay, back here once again at McCracken Field, Sharpsville, PA. On this cold November night, the Kennedy Christian Golden Eagles have come back to take the lead. I'm Jeff Weimer along with Mark Slazak, and the Kennedy kickoff carries from left to right. It's taken by Underko back at the 5-yard line, and he brings it across the 20 out to about the 25. A penalty flag is thrown after the whistle. It'll be a dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct.
It's going to go against Linesville as he just belted one of the Kennedy Christian Golden Eagles on that return that was way out of the play. Dax Messett just got hammered, and it looked like number 72 that time. Travis Logan, the man to... And Jeff, the frustration really starting to get to Linesville now.
And that'll be a mark-off. We're now getting the official indication. It is unsportsmanlike against Linesville. And that is their second penalty of the ball game now for 20 yards.
And also, again, as the kickoff came, and a nice high kickoff by Ruha on Durko again, as he was under it, fumbled the football, picked it up, and then returned it across the 30, but they're going to mark it back now 15 more.
The Kennedy kicking game has been very good, both the punting and the kicking so far tonight, Mark.
Yeah, Carterman with a few nice punts, and Ruha really able to boom the kickoffs to make it a little harder for Linesville to move it up the field.
And remember, Linesville, on their last 3 offensive plays in this football game, they have fumbled. So they just want to get over that bugaboo right now and try to avoid that. And since this was a dead ball foul, they do not move the sticks back, just the down marker, so they start out 1st and 25. Underko gives it over the right side, short gain on the play. Carrying it was number 12, Frank Yablonsky.
And at least they held on to it.
And he did hold on to the ball. He got a couple of yards. That's all. It'll be now 2nd, and let's call it 19. They're going to give him a 6-yard pickup on the play.
Linesville very effective on their opening drive and running the ball, and also extremely effective on their second drive before they fumbled at the 9-yard line on their way for a second score. And since then, it's been all KC.
And Underko snaps. He keeps it, trying to turn the corner on the left side. This time the Golden Eagles are waiting for him. They hit him at the 19, throw him back, and another penalty flag is thrown.
No, that's just a towel that time, Jeff.
Okay. Those yellow towels are getting
should outlaw those, huh?
Yeah, they should outlaw those. But it was not a penalty, but it'll still be 3rd and very long for Linesville, who is 1 of 2 on third down conversions.
That was Mark Moore's penalty towel that time. But sticks it back up and chucks it back in. And now a third long situation facing Linesville. Third down at 15, and all the Kennedy Christian men within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage.
They need the 35-yard line for a first down. It's Underko back to pass. He throws it out to the right. It is intended out there for Kevin Oates, and it is incomplete, but a penalty flag is thrown, and it was back at the line of scrimmage is the flag.
It's going to go against maybe another unsportsmanlike conduct call against Linesville, as there was a little shoving after the throw. Conrad was all over the receiver that time. The ball was intended for Kevin Oates on the sidelines, and he was completely covered that time by Conrad. The ball underthrown, incomplete, and then the penalty flag down, and it's going to go against Linesville.
And Kennedy's already lined up to receive the punt. It's another unsportsmanlike conduct, and it will be fourth down.
Yeah, Todd DeRoss, the man with the penalty,
so they'll
visibly upset.
They'll mark this off half the distance from the 20-yard line. So it'll be a 10-yard penalty, even though it's a 15-yard infraction outside the 20. And that is the second straight unsportsmanlike conduct against Linesville. They'll move it back just inside the 10-yard line. That's the third Lion penalty of the ball game now for 30 yards.
Boy, Jeff, Linesville came out here like they were going to own this football game with 2 great drives, and then 3 straight fumbles, now a couple of unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, and they are digging themselves a huge hole as they're now forced to punt from the end zone.
And the punter standing back, Underko, right at the goal line. He gets it away. It's a high but fairly short kick. Fair catch is called by Tarosky out at the 35-yard line. It's a 25-yard punt and no return, but the Golden Eagles have set up shop as they start this drive in Linesville territory at the 35-yard line, make it the 36 with 4:44 remaining in the first half, and Kennedy on top 15-8.
Dean Peffer punting the ball away. Tarosky, of course, just calling for the fair catch. And great field position again for Kennedy Christian now as they mark it at the 35-yard line of Linesville.
They've got a T in the backfield. Conrad split wide to the left. Carterman back to pass. He's got time now being chased. Rolls out to his right. He's got a man on him. He throws down the field. He's got a man wide open in the end zone. Conrad, and it was slightly underthrown, and getting back to make a good defensive play back there for Linesville was number 43, Herman Halfhill.
That's going to be on Durko, Jeff. The number's just tucked in as the shirt rolled up a little bit. That's on Durko, 42.
But it goes incomplete.
Right. Hustled back to make the play. Jeff, that time Conrad was wide open in the end zone, but Carterman just didn't have enough arm on that play as he was being chased by DeRoss. Didn't have enough time to really plant and fire it down the field. The ball underthrown, and it falls incomplete.
Golden Eagles
2nd and 10.
are getting time to throw as they're doing a good job protecting Carterman tonight. There's a T in the backfield. Tarosky lined up tight end on the near side. The give is to Moore on the draw. He's got an opening inside the 35, the 30, and down to about the 27-yard line. He'll be a yard short of the first down. It'll bring up 3rd and short for Kennedy.
Good run up the middle by Moore. Clock continues to run now. Jeff, 4 minutes remaining here in the first half. Kennedy on top by a score of 15-8.
Mark Kennedy has not converted a 3rd down yet in this football game. They're 0 for 4. And after this play, we'll pause for a station break. We've got a T in the backfield with a man split wide to the far side in Conrad, and the give is to Moore. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. He spins away and gets a yard or 2 extra on his own.
That's going to be enough for a first down.
That's the first 3rd down conversion for the Golden Eagles. Their 3rd first down to the football game, and we'll come back to Sharpsville in just a moment after we pause for station identification right here on I-104.
WWRZ, Mercer, Sharon, Youngstown.
I-104.
Jeff Weimer here along with Mark Slazak at McCracken Field in Sharpsville. 3:20 to go in the first half. Clock is turning. 15-8. Kennedy on top, and they got a fresh set of downs at the Linesville 25. It's Carterman. He's back to pass, throws it out to the far side, incomplete, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver on a little swing pass out there, and that ball was intended for number 20, Vinny Booth, and it goes incomplete.
Yeah, that time, even if Booth would have caught the ball, he would have been smothered for no gain or maybe a loss. So a convenient play that time for Kennedy that he did drop the ball, as it just was well covered that time by Linesville.
So far, Cardeman is 3 of 6 in the passing department for 43 yards, actually 4 of 7 if you count the 2-point conversion that he threw for Kennedy. And there's a T in the backfield. It is Tarosky, tight end on the near side. Cardeman fakes the pitch and gives it up the middle to Moore. A penalty flag is thrown into the middle of the play. Moore picked up a couple inside to about the Linesville 23.
Yeah, Jeff, we're going to have a holding call against Kennedy Christian that time, so they'll mark that off as they tried to run it up the middle, but one of the offensive linemen caught for hanging on. Now the holding penalty to go against Kennedy Christian will mark it back and bring up a 2nd down and long.
Right now, well, the best thing you can do to stay warm is to keep moving. And the officials are doing that. The players are doing that. They're moving back. It'll be a 15-yard step off back to the 30. Check out 10-yard step off back to the 35. And that's Kennedy's 2nd penalty of the ball game for 25 yards.
3 minutes to go. Clock running here in the first half. Kennedy Christian on top of this Class A District Championship game, 15-8.
Cardeman out of the shotgun. He takes the snap, steps up into the pocket, being chased now, and he'll be sacked back at the 40-yard line. The first quarterback sack of the football game. And it will bring up now a 3rd and a very long situation here for Kennedy. They have to get all the way down inside the 20-yard line down to the 15, and they're all the way back at the Linesville 40. So see if Cardeman tries to air it out here. Remember, Mark, it was a 4th down and long when they threw it for the touchdown.
Yeah, blitz that time. Up the middle by Yablonski. And DeRoss with the sack. 3rd and a mile and a half for Kennedy Christian.
Tarosky wide to the near side, Conrad wide to the left. Only a 4-man rush. Cardeman steps up into the pocket, throws it downfield, and it is incomplete down at the 20-yard line for Conrad. He would not have had enough for the 1st down. And it will bring up now 4th and very long for Kennedy. And we'll see what they elect to do here with 2:02 remaining. I think I might try to punt it out in the corner and pin Linesville deep under 2 minutes to go. And the Lions with only 2 timeouts remaining.
They are lining up now. Kennedy Christian lining up in punt formations. Cardeman drops back.
I think it's a good play.
To kick it away.
Good decision here by Coach Korsinski of Kennedy. And Cardeman gets it away. It's high but short where you want it to be. It hits at the 15, takes a Kennedy roll, and dies right at about the 14-yard line. So it was a good play. It's a short punt, but Linesville, with 1:53 to go, has an awful long way to go and a short time to get there in this first half.
Linesville has not completed a pass here in the first half of football. And now in a passing situation, we'll see what they want to do. They're a running football team. They like to keep it on the ground, and in this situation, that's to their disadvantage.
Coming up at half, we'll have a report from Sharon Stadium. At last report, it was Titusville on top of Greenville, on top of Reynolds, 12-9. And Bob Greenberg will give that to us. Also, we'll have our look at Mutual Sports, updating all of the college action of the day. On 1st down, Ondurko tried the right side and got nowhere. It'll bring up 2nd and 10 for Linesville. Clock turning under 1:20 to go. Looks like Linesville will not try to stop it.
And the 2 teams in the nation with the longest winning streaks, the Westminster Titans and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, both ranked #1 in their respective divisions, both winners today as well.
And I understand they'll be meeting in the Cotton Bowl. Okay, the give is over the left side. Gain is out to about the 19-yard line, and carrying it for the Lions that time was number 41, Don Zarambinski.
Jeff Kennedy now calls a timeout to see if they may get one more shot at the ball. So Kennedy calls a timeout with our score. Kennedy 15 and Linesville 8. We'll take a break here on your season ticket to Live Sports, WWIZ I-104.
We're here at Sporting Goods Incorporated in downtown Newcastle to warn you about the Nike Air Force STS, Air Flight High, and Air Delta Force ST. You see, the Force from Nike was built on the presumption that in basketball, nice guys finish last. So come into Sporting Goods Incorporated in downtown Newcastle today and see what it's like to get tough. Because when you're on the court, you're not there to make friends. That's Sporting Goods Incorporated, downtown Newcastle.
From the WWIZ Sports Center, we go now to this live update.
Bob Greenberg back live here at Sharon High School. The Reynolds Raiders, they have tied the ball game up. Mike Gentile, a 22-yard field goal with 58 seconds to go here in the half. The game is tied 12-12. Now back to Jeff Weimer and Mark Slazak.
Okay, 12-12. Reynolds and Titusville all tied up on Gentile's second field goal of the game. And back here, Kennedy on top 15-8, and it's a 3rd down and 6 play now for Linesville.
Okay, big play here for the Lions. Onderko fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right, throws it down the right side. It is incomplete, intended out there for Robert Brown at about the 40. Would have been more than enough for the first down, but it falls incomplete. And that will bring up a 4th down and a punting situation for the Lions.
And it stops the clock, Jeff, and gives Kennedy some time and a shot at some good field position here.
Golden Eagles have 2 timeouts of their own remaining. And they've got an opportunity here. It looks like maybe Linesville, I don't know. Okay, they're lined up now in a punting situation. Back to receive is Conrad of Kennedy. It is Onderko standing back at his own 10. He punts it away. It's high, but very, very short, end over end, taken by Conrad with a fair catch out at the 42-yard line. And with 43 seconds to go in the first half, the Golden Eagles have 2 timeouts. They have the ball at Linesville's 42, and a couple of opportunities here to put the ball up in the air. They just want to avoid the big mistake here late in the half with the 15-8 lead.
And even the only really mistake would be possibly an interception that would be, or a fumble that would be returned for a touchdown.
That's the big one.
Even something that's turned over here, it still would give Linesville a long way to go in a short time.
Tarosky to the near side. Conrad to the far side. Carterman in the shotgun. Takes a snap. He airs it down the middle of the field for Conrad. It is caught at the 10-yard line. He's inside to the 6. And it's a completion of exactly 39 yards for the, check at 34 yards for the Golden Eagles. And they're driving again. Check that, 43 yards.
Yeah, Conrad using his size advantage that time at 6'2" as compared to the men guarding him at 5'8" and 5'7". He made the catch, a nice catch, and Kennedy, making Linesville now, calls a timeout as they want to try and keep Kennedy out of the end zone here before the half. Kennedy Christian with the ball now at the 8-yard line, 1st down and goal after that long pass from Carterman to Conrad.
Conrad did a nice job just out leaping the defender, and it we check now, it officially goes for as a 34-yard completion, and it's inside the Linesville 10-yard line, and you have to figure they are at the very least in field goal range, are the Golden Eagles, and they may even get a chance to get it into the end zone. Ruba is good from, I would say, depending on the weather here tonight, it's very cold, but he's been booting those kickoffs, and he's got a good field goal range of outwards of 30, 35 yards.
Yeah, when he kicked the last extra point, he kicked it off the field house down here at Sharpsville, and that's a good, about 15, 20 yards behind the goalpost.
I'm glad he kicked it straight, too. My car's parked down by there. Okay, so it will be 1st and goal for Kennedy Christian. They split Tarosky out to the near side. They've got 2 timeouts, and they've got 33 seconds to work with. Carterman under center. He takes the snap. He gives it up the middle to Moore. Moore gets down to about the 5-yard line, but the clock will turn now under 30 seconds to go.
Kennedy's going to take their timeout now, Jeff.
And with that timeout, we'll take a quick break, and we'll come back for the conclusion of this first half in a moment, right here on your live sports leader, WWIZ I-104.
Good news from Central Heating and Plumbing. Lennox proudly offers a lifetime limited warranty on its revolutionary pulsed gas furnace heat exchanger. Confidence is what it's all about. Lennox and Central Heating and Plumbing are so confident of the quality of the pulse heat exchanger that the lifetime limited warranty is retroactive for all original owners of residentially installed Lennox pulse furnaces. Find out how you can enjoy lower energy bills, superheating efficiency, and a top-notch warranty. Central Heating and Plumbing in Sharon. Call Tom Mosley or Wayne Holben at 347-4411.
The country's best music, 24 hours a day, I-104, WWIZ.
Okay, back here once again at McCracken Field, Sharpsville, Pennsylvania. I'm Jeff Weimer along with Mark Slazak. And a great ball game we've seen here so far. It's been a seesaw battle. Kennedy coming from behind. Right now threatening to get into the end zone with 24 seconds remaining in the first half.
Now they have no timeout, or they have one timeout left, so they could either run or pass here with that one timeout left.
Carterman out of the shotgun. He rolls out to his right. He throws it, and it is picked off.
Incomplete. Incomplete.
Underco was there, and he caught the ball, but he trapped it. And it was underthrown slightly by Cardeman.
It's too bad we don't have our replay system set up today, Jeff, to take a second look at that. But it did look like that ball short hopped right into the hands of Underco.
Well, we were going to bring the replay equipment, but Greenberg took it down to Sharon, so
we're going to watch the tape of that game.
We'll have to rely on our first sight here at Sharpsville.
Okay, now here's a big play now, Jeff. 3rd down and goal now with 19 seconds to go in the half.
Cardeman with the snap, fakes the handoff, throws it out to the left side on a flanker screen, and it was sniffed out well by the Linesville Lions. The pass was complete, but there was no gain. Maybe
Jeff, they must not have a timeout left because they're hustling trying to get this field goal off, and they're not going to make it, Jeff.
And the play is not off, and that is the end of the first half. We still had Kennedy as having one timeout, but apparently they did not. And they were not able to get it off. And on that last pass play, as it was completed out to Scarosi, he did not get out of bounds as he was tackled immediately.
Yeah, Steve Stowe made a real nice play on the far side to knock him down. They don't get out of bounds. And, Jeff, they will have to keep track on that, but that's at least 3 points that Kennedy should have had, but they just ran out of time.
And that may come back to haunt the Kennedy Christian Golden Eagles as they had it 1st and goal with a minute to go in the half inside the Linesville 10-yard line, and they were not able to score because of the play. You thought on 3rd down they had the opportunity. They were at point-blank range, but on the screen play out to the sideline, Linesville was there. They kept Scarosi from getting out of bounds, and Kennedy was not able to get the play off as the clock ran out at the end of the first half. A la the Cincinnati Bengals, Sam White has been guilty of that a couple of times.
Thousands of times.
But not able to get it off, and they were out of timeout. So really a big development there at the end of the first half. But Kennedy still has the lead and the momentum. They lead it by a 15-8 count. Okay, Ruha will kick it away. He gets away a high but a short kick this time. It's taken up at the 20-yard line, and it will go out over the 25, the 30, and out to about the 35-yard line, and that ball was returned there. Let's see, I lost my program. Okay, it was returned there by Don Zarambinski, and Linesville will take over with good field position to start the second half. 1st and 10 at their own 34. First down situation in the first half. Kennedy with only 3 first downs. Linesville got 5 in the first half. Brown splits out wide to the near side for the Lions. It is Underco on the keeper trying to turn the corner on the right side. He is hemmed in, and he got very little of any yardage on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and long for the Lions.
Kennedy Christian doing a nice job defensively that time on that play. Bill Reiser there to make the tackle, and it's going to be a gain of nothing, really, maybe a half a yard. 2nd down, and we'll call it 10 now for Kennedy Christian. 11:15 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 15-8 our score.
Man split out wide to the near side for the Lions. It's Zemberinsky coming in motion. Underco gives it up the middle. Carrying the football that time was Kevin Oates, and he got a yard or 2 maybe out near the 35. It'll bring up 3rd, and let's call it 8 for the Lions, who were able to convert 1 of 3 3rd downs in the first half.
Early in the 3rd quarter. Gain of 3 yards.
3rd down passing play here, and passing down, and each time he's tried to pass, Underco in the first half, he's had a bad ball thrown each time.
Underco rolls out to his right, looking to pass. He'll tuck it under. It gets out across the 40. He's got the 45. He's across midfield. He's broken a tackle. He's going all the way. Underco broke a couple of tackles, got a block, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And Linesville has closed the Kennedy lead to 1 point.
65 yards on the touchdown run by Underco. Breaking tackles the whole way, picking up some blocks downfield, and a 65-yard touchdown for Underco puts Linesville right back in this game. Jeff, they're going to go for 2 and go for the lead here. 65 yards and a great run by Underco.
And this is a very pivotal play coming up here right now for the Lions, as they're going to go for 2. Underco is under center. He's got an eye in the backfield. He's rolling out to his right. He's hit. He fumbles the football. The Lions fall on it back near the 20-yard line, but he was popped hard there by number 77, Mark Jones of Kennedy. Of course, the conversion is no good, and Kennedy holds on to a 1-point lead, 15-14, as Linesville will kick off when we come back to Sharpsville in just a moment on your live sports leader, WWIZ I-104.
Business owners and managers, you can save between 15 and 30% on labor and equipment costs per week with an efficient two-way communication system. Do All Electronics in West Middlesex has the answers for all your communications needs. Give us a call and we'll show you how to take advantage of the fastest growing time and money saver in the business today. Call for a no-obligation consultation now. Call Do All Electronics, 528-9810. With 3 authorized Johnson service shops in Western Pennsylvania, Do All can do it all. We cover the most to serve you best.
The NFL Game of the Week every Sunday here on I-104 WWIZ.
Back here at McCracken Field, and Linesville 1 point down now, set to kick it off.
And the kickoff is high, and it's fumbled back near the 20-yard line and fallen on back there by the Golden Eagles near the 10. So Kennedy will start with their first offensive possession of the second half, deep in a hole and leading by only 1 point after they had all the momentum at the end of the first half.
Jeff, that was the old I got it, you take it play between the kickoff returners. Moore back there along with another man back there for Kennedy Christian, and neither man wanted the football back there. Mario Stinson, the other man back there, and one thought the other one was going to get it. Moore finally tried to make a dive on it, and it bounced free, and Shimrak finally recovered it back at the 10.
And Carterman splits Conrad wide to the right. He gives it on a sweep to the right, and getting good yardage out there over the 15, out across the 20 was Mark Moore, excuse me, and he got some good yardage. Let's see where they finally marked him out of bounds at. It'll be, well, they don't give him quite as much as we thought. He only picked up 5. It'll be 2nd and 5.
So a 5-yard gain. He tight-roped the sidelines, but the officials called him on at the 15. It looked like he had a few more yards, but didn't get enough. It'll be 2nd down and 5 now for Kennedy Christian. They hold the 1-point lead, 15-14 over Linesville. The Class A championship game.
Tarosky wide to the near side. Carterman on the option pitches to Moore at the last second. Moore gets out over the 20 to about the 22 and is forced out of bounds out there, very close to a first down. And seeing where they spot it, that will be enough.
Yeah, first down for Kennedy Christian on the run by Carterman. Or excuse me, on the option run. Option by Carterman. Carterman picking up a little bit and then pitching back to Moore, who got enough for the first down. Carterman a nice job of waiting to the last second to pitch it. He had a man all over him when he finally did throw it, but that freed Moore to get around the end. It's a 1st and 10 for Kennedy Christian now at the 24-yard line.
Golden Eagles just need to keep their composure here. It's not time to panic. Tarosky split wide to the far side. Carterman gives to the first man through on the right for no gain, maybe even a loss on the play. And
Brownlee
that time was Brownlee.
Yeah, Brownlee on the carry that time. And he's stopped in the backfield by Yablonski, and Yablonski probably the smallest nose tackle you'll see at 5'5", 155 pounds. But he's just up there for his quickness, and that time shot through the hole and had Brownlee in the backfield. They're going to call it a loss of 1. It'll be 2nd down and 11. 9:21 to go, quarter number 3.
Kennedy is on top by 1, 15-14. Tarosky is wide to the near side. Conrad wide to the far side. See in the backfield. Carterman is back to pass. He's being chased out of there now. He lets it go up the near sideline and throws it short for Tarosky, and it goes incomplete. It'll bring up now 3rd and 11 for Kennedy.
Yeah, an all-out blitz that time as they sent Yablonski in there, as well as DeRoss coming in and another defensive back. And that time they dropped a couple of the defensive linemen into coverage in a slight zone there. And what happened there is Carterman, I believe, just underthrew it on purpose to Dorosky. He had nowhere to go, and Yablonski on his back, he just threw it away. It'll be a 3rd down now and 11.
Kennedy is 1 of 5 in 3rd down conversion so far in the football game. There's a T in the backfield. Carterman takes the snap. He's back, rolling out to his right, looking downfield. He's got a man, Conrad. He's caught it out at the 46-yard line. That is a completion of 26 yards, and the Golden Eagles move the sticks, and a big, big first down for Kennedy.
Conrad was open that time. He beat Steve Stowe on who had the coverage there, and Conrad made a diving catch at about the 48. It'll be a first down for Kennedy Christian on a real nice play on 3rd and long.
And now we have Carterman unofficially 7 of 12 in the football game for 112 yards in the passing department.
He's had a good game so far.
Clock turning under 8:40 to go, third period. And that was a huge first down for Kennedy, especially if they can continue and score on this drive. Carterman is back to pass. He's got time, steps up into the pocket, he throws it down the field, and it is in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. And that was intended down there for Jason Scarosi, who was streaking down the right sideline. A good defensive play made back there by Don Zamborinsky.
Oh, Robert Brown back there as well.
Inside the 30.
Yeah, the ball knocked away as the last second in the ball. That time, that's the first ball that Carterman underthrew a little bit, and Brown was there. But a nicely thrown ball. Even in this cold weather, Carterman still able to get a nice tight spiral on the ball. The exact opposite of Underko, is every time he's thrown the ball, it's been a real flutterer.
Okay, it'll be 2nd and 10. Tarosky wide to the near side, Conrad wide to the right. It is Carterman back to pass. He's got an opening up through the middle. He'll take it across midfield. He's into Linesville territory. He's hit at the 48 and brought down at about the 47-yard line. That'll be a gain of maybe 5 on the play. And Carterman cut to his left out near midfield. He had one man to get around. He could have gone for a long run.
Yeah, it looked like Carterman was going to have a lot more room to run, but the Lions of Linesville coming up quickly to stop the penetration of Carterman into the defensive backfield, and they brought him down. A good block upfield by Tarosky to let Carterman get around the corner, but only a gain of about 4. We're going to call it 3rd down and 6 now here for Kennedy Christian.
Another important 3rd down play for the Golden Eagles. They've converted on 2 of 6 in the ball game. It is Carterman in the shotgun. The inside handoff to Moore. He's got his power sweep to the right. He's got an opening. He's inside the 40. He's forced out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. That'll be a gain of about 12 on the play, and a big first down for Kennedy, who again converts an important 3rd down on this drive.
Nice play designed and called by Kennedy Christian. Moore lining up in the shotgun to the left of Carterman. Just took the handoff right in front of him, and one other power sweep to the right side for a gain of about 15 on the first down for Kennedy Christian. Now penetrating into Linesville territory inside the 40, ball down at the 38-yard line. 7:31 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 15-14, Kennedy leads.
Conrad wide to the near side. Tarosky tight end on the right, and it's the same play with the inside handoff to Moore, except it comes to this side of the field this time, and it's down at about the 31-yard line. A pickup of nearly 6 on the play. Make that 7. It'll be 2nd and 3, and another nice gainer for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, if it works, why not try it again to the other side? And that's exactly what they did. 7-yard gain on the play for Moore as Kennedy came out of the shotgun. And again, lining up in the shotgun formation as they have for most of this drive is Carterman on 2nd down and 3.
Scarosi wide to the near side. This time the handoff is straight up the middle to Moore. He was hit at the line of scrimmage and got yardage going backpedaling down to about the 25. And that'll be good enough for first down yardage, and the Golden Eagles have it 1st and 10 at the Linesville 26-yard line.
Again, just using the shotgun as a decoy, the formation normally used for the pass. 3 straight times out of the shotgun formation, they've handed the ball to Mark Moore, and he's picked up a couple of first downs.
And this time it is Conrad into the ball game, split wide to the near side.
Shotgun again.
Shotgun for Carterman. Carterman on the sweep to the right, option play, and he is hit before he can pitch the ball, and he'll lose a couple of yards back to about the 29.
Jeff, if he would have pitched the ball, he had a good shot at getting a touchdown, as Mark Moore had no one out in front of him, but Carterman was just annihilated that time by Todd DeRoss. And if he would have been able to pitch the ball that time, I think Moore would have been able to go all the way around the end because there was nobody out there besides Carterman and DeRoss. And DeRoss took care of Carterman, and Moore left there all alone. It's a loss on the play of 2, 2nd down and 12.
This time, Scarosi is split wide to the near side. Carterman again in the shotgun. He takes the snap.
He's going to throw it.
And it's a halfback option pass down the right side. It is incomplete. It was Shimrock who was throwing the pass, and he was hit just as he let it go. So that'll bring up now 3rd and long for Kennedy.
No chance that time for Shimrock as he rolled around the right side. And the defensive line, good penetration by DeRose again, and also Earl Abbott to foil that play. Another handoff out of the shotgun, and this time a handoff out of the shotgun, an attempt of the halfback option pass. All for naught. It'll be a 3rd down now and 12 for Kennedy Christian.
And Kennedy has converted 3 of 6 third downs now in the ball game. It is Carterman back to pass. Penalty flag thrown. He has the ball picked off down inside the 10 and bring it out over the 15 to near the 20-yard line was Robert Brown of Linesville, but we'll see what the penalty flag is.
Now Robert Brown did a nice job of covering on the play, and Jeff, the penalty is going to go against Kennedy Christian, so Linesville's going to keep the football. On the interception by Brown, the pass was intended for Conrad, but Brown just did a nice job of defending it, stepped in front of Conrad, made the interception, and brought it back a few yards. And that penalty is going to go against Kennedy Christian, so Linesville will have the football.
And that is the 2nd Kennedy turnover of the football game. 1 fumble, now 1 interception. First time that Carterman has been picked off tonight.
Penalty was holding against Kennedy Christian. It's declined, of course, because Linesville wants the football, trailing by 1.
5:33 remains here in the 3rd period, and Kennedy clinging to a 15-14 lead. They split Brown out wide to the near side. They send Zarembinski out wide to the left. The give is up the middle, and there's an opening there out across the 30, out across the 40, across midfield. The ball is fumbled, and it goes out of bounds. That means it'll belong to Linesville. There were 3 Golden Eagles around, and they could not pull in the Yablonsky fumble.
Linesville's football, as the ball was out of bounds, it was fumbled as Kennedy Christian's Brian Muser hustled downfield to make the hit on Yablonsky after a nice run. The ball was knocked down. A couple of Kennedy Christian Golden Eagles had a shot at it, and then it was knocked out of bounds in the pile-up. They tried to save it back onto the field, but it rolled out of bounds. And Kennedy Christian, even though they touched it last, cannot get possession because it's the team that had possession last, which was Linesville, retains it. So Linesville now 1st and 10 at the 37 of Kennedy.
Onderko sends a man in motion. He takes the snap, now rolls out to his left. He throws it down to the motion man, and it's caught inside the 30, inside the 25, down inside the 20, and it'll be another 1st down for Linesville as the pass was completed out there to Zarembinski.
Yeah, Zarembinski came out of the backfield on the swing pass. Onderko started to run. As soon as the cornerback came up to try and stop Onderko, he fired the pass right into the hands of Zarembinski, who did a nice job of running it. And Big Mo is now switched back to the side of the Linesville Lions as they move the ball inside the Kennedy 20. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And the Golden Eagles need a turnover here. They've got an I formation in the backfield. Brown split wide to the left. Onderko gives it into the middle of the line. And for very little gain, if any, was done Zarembinski as he was hit hard, and they'll give him a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9 for Linesville.
Bill Reiser again, as well as Walter in the middle defensively. Walters, I should say, defensively for Kennedy Christian on the nice play. And it'll be a gain of only a yard, a 2nd down and 9 now with 4:25 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd down and 9 for Linesville inside the Kennedy 20.
Steve Stowe is split out wide to the far side. Zarembinski goes in motion. It's Onderko rolling out to his left on the option. He's being chased. He lets go of the football, and it is caught at the 1-yard line and into the end zone for a touchdown out there was number 41, Don Zarembinski. A pass play that covered 16 yards and went for a touchdown, and the Linesville Lions have regained the lead here at Sharpsville.
It was good coverage on the play by Kennedy Christian. On the play, Eric Hunter had the man covered, but the ball was underthrown. Zarembinski was the only man that knew what was coming. And Onderko underthrew it purposely. Zarembinski came back, made the catch, stepped 1 step into the end zone, and it's now 20-15. Linesville on top. They'll go for 2.
And the pitch goes to Zarembinski. He's racing for the corner of the end zone. He gets in. And Don Zarambinski with the two-point conversion gives Linesville a lead of 22-15 now. And the Lions will kick off when we come back. There's only 4:08 remaining in the third period here at Sharpsville on your live sports leader, WWIZ I-104.
From the WWIZ Sports Center, we go now to this live update.
Bob Greenberg live here from Sharon High School. The Reynolds Raiders have taken the lead here with 1:41 to go in the third quarter. After a long drive, quarterback Dan Gill scores from the 1-yard line. Mike Gentili kicks. The score now is 19-12. As a matter of fact, they are measuring now on a fourth down play for Titusville. If Reynolds will stop them, it'll be Reynolds' ball. Yes, it is. Reynolds stops them, so Reynolds will take over with a 19-12 lead with 1:41 to go in the third quarter. Now back to Jeff Weimer and Mark Slazak.
Okay, back here at McCracken Field, Sharpsville, Linesville kicking off to Kennedy.
And Moore takes it back at the 20-yard line. He's out over the 30 and gets yardage out to the 39-yard line, and that is where Kennedy will take over 1st and 10, trailing for the first time since early in the football game.
So it looks like Reynolds over at Sharon getting a little bit of momentum going, Jeff, as they take a 19-12 lead, and that's exactly what Kennedy Christian wants to get back, a little momentum, as they are now trailing by a score of 22-15.
So Reynolds on top, 19-12, and Bob Greenberg will continue to keep us updated on that ball game. Now an important drive again for Kennedy as they trail and they need a score. They've got a man split wide to the near side in Conrad. The give is to Moore. He sweeps to the right, finds a little bit of running room out over the 40 to about the 43, and then he's thrown back, but not before he gains 4 yards. It'll be make it a 3-yard gain, make it 2nd and 7.
Okay, Jeff, now is when we look back at Kennedy not scoring before the half. Momentum-wise, it didn't make much of a difference, and we talked about that momentum-wise, but scoring-wise, they didn't get any points on the board, and that could play be a major factor later on here in the ball game.
Okay, it is now 2nd and 7 from the 42-yard line. Kennedy at their own 42. They've got a single setback, and now they send Moore in motion to the near side. The give is over the left side, and getting good running room out there was Brownlee as he got across the 45 and then into Linesville territory at the 49. That'll be enough for Kennedy's 8th first down of the ball game as the Golden Eagles move the sticks.
Brownlee can carry the load. A big boy is Brownlee, Ronnie Brownlee, 6 foot, 215-pound junior fullback, and once he gets going, he can hurt some people. DeRoss on the tackle that time took a shot and a half, so just to bring down Brownlee, a first down run now in Linesville territory for Brownlee and Kennedy.
Conrad is wide to the near side. Carterman under center. He gives it to Brownlee again. He takes it through the middle. He breaks tackles down to the 45-yard line. That'll be a gain of 4 and bring up 2nd and 6 for Kennedy with the clock turning under 2.5 minutes remaining in the third period.
This is important for Kennedy to put some points on the board here. All the momentum in favor of Linesville, and Kennedy Christian trying to get a couple of first downs to slow that down and hopefully get back in this ball game. They're still in it, trying to hopefully to get tied back in the ball game, trailing by 7. 22-15 with 2:09 to go here in the third quarter.
Scarosi split wide to the near side. Single setback is Brownlee. And the inside handoff this time goes to Moore. He hits and spins again and gets down to the 40-yard line. That'll be a gain of 3 or 4 more. Make it third down now and short for Kennedy. They have it at the 40-yard line. They've got to get to the 39 for the first down.
Okay, big play here. Kennedy's been effective in running out of the shotgun formation and also been very effective with Carterman throwing the ball up until the last series when he threw an interception. He had been almost perfect.
Kennedy is 3 of 7 in third down conversions in the football game. Carterman on the option will keep it himself, and he finds running room out around the right side. He gets out of bounds and gets the first down to the 35-yard line of Linesville. And the Golden Eagles move the sticks again.
Yeah, Carterman just took it on his own that time, looked for the opening and found it over right tackle, stepped out of bounds after a gain of about 4 or 5, and it's going to be a first down and 10 for Kennedy Christian, now at the Linesville 35. Good game here so far tonight in the Class A championship game for District 10. Kennedy Christian trailing Linesville with 1:22 to go in the third quarter, 22-15.
Booth is a slot on the left side. Single setback is Brownlee. And Carterman takes a snap. He gives it to Brownlee, trying to turn the corner on the left side. He breaks a tackle at the 30, gets down to the 25, and a penalty flag is thrown. At the end of the play, we may get a personal foul here on the Lions.
I think they're going to call a late hit on one of the Linesville Lions. But I think, Jeff, we've seen worse than that already, and we're going to see what the call is.
And if that is what the call is,
I don't know if it's going to be that or not. We'll have to wait and see, because Linesville seems to be celebrating, so maybe it won't be that.
Well, that would move the ball down inside the 15 if that was the case. But
it didn't seem to be I think they're going to mark it off against Kennedy, because it didn't seem to be a late hit on the play. I thought that's what they called, because they threw it right in the pile after the tackle, and I was going to say that's not a very good call. But not to berate the officials, it's a good call. They call a clipping penalty against Kennedy Christian. So they'll mark it back 15, and that'll take a little bit of the wind out of Kennedy Christian sails, as they'll take 15-yard penalty after the game.
And that is their third penalty of the ball game for 40 yards. With 1:10 to go in the third period, the Golden Eagles now have first down and about 25. Check that. They have the ball at the Linesville 41. Anyhow, it's Carterman rolling out to his right. As he's going down to the ground, he throws the football. It's complete inside the 35 at about the 34. It'll be a gain of nearly 6 on the play, and they're back inside the original line of scrimmage, and they'll have it now second down and about 8.
Nice hit on that play that time by Zarembinski, and Jeff Conrad was wide open, streaking towards the end zone. That time Carterman just didn't have enough time to throw it, and he was slipping down as he tried, and the ball completed short to Tarosky, and it was good for Carterman even to get the ball anywhere, as he was falling as he threw.
Scarosi wide to the near side. The backs are split in the backfield with Tarosky wide to the right. It's Carterman back to pass. He's being chased out of there, rolling out to his right. He unloads the football for nobody, as it'll fall incomplete with 12 seconds remaining in the third period.
Yeah, he's just throwing it away that time, as the throw pass is about 15 yards underthrown and attempted for Tarosky. But with 2 men right on him, he just threw it away. Pass falling incomplete. It's going to bring up now a third down and long. And Jeff, the last time Kennedy had third and long, they came up with a big play.
And they need another one here, because they trail in this football game by a 22-15 score. And unless there's an incompleted pass or something, this may be the final play of the third period. Again, the backs are split in the backfield, man wide to the right. Carterman is back to pass, fakes the handoff. He's being blitzed and chased, rolls out to his right, gets away from it, and completes it down inside the 25, down to the 20. And catching it out there is Tarosky for a gain on the play of nearly 15, and a first down for Kennedy.
Boy, Tarosky and Carterman work very well together. They always seem to find that open spot. And that time again, Tarosky coming up with a big catch. First down and 10 for Kennedy Christian on a real big play as they move the ball now inside the 20. They're going to mark it at the 14-yard line of Linesville, and that's the last play of quarter number 3. It's 22-15. Linesville leads Kennedy Christian with 1 quarter to play, and we'll be back with that final quarter after this on your Season Ticket Alive Sports, WWYZ I-104.
From the WWYZ Sports Center, we go now to this live update.
Bob Greenberg back live here at Sharon High School. We are down under 10 minutes to go in the ball game. Reynolds still leads by the score of 19-12. Titusville just got the ball on their own 21-yard line. We are down to 9:56 to go. Reynolds leads 19-12. Now back to Jeff Weimer and Mark Slazak at Sharpsville High School.
Okay, thank you very much for that update, Bob Greenberg, and we will be there at Sharon to bring you the end of that football game with Bob Greenberg. And as he just told you, it's still 19-12. Reynolds on top of Titusville. We've got 1 quarter of action left to play here, and Kennedy Christian has it first and 10 at the Linesville 14-yard line, and they have a very, very important drive here that they want to end in a score. And they're 14 yards away from it right now. Mark, what do you think that Coach Korsinski will do?
Well, they've been very effective at mixing up the run and the pass, and I think that's what they want to try and do, a little mixing it up all the way down the field. It's been effective thus far.
All right, it is Carterman under center. He's got Brownlee and Moore in the backfield. The pitch is to Moore. Moore's hemmed in, and he does well just to get back to the line of scrimmage, and then we get penalty flags in on the tail end of the play. Remember, Kennedy had moved the ball down and then got pushed back.
Jeff. It's going to be a holding penalty against Kennedy Christian. And it was amazing that Carterman could even get the pitch away that time as DeRoss was all over him. In fact, they almost had to switch hands to pitch it. And the penalty is going to go against Kennedy Christian. Again, they're shooting themselves in the foot here as they try to move it into scoring position, trailing by 7.
Well, the Golden Eagles dodged one bullet.
It's not even a holding, Jeff, but a clipping penalty. So not 10 yards, but 15. A clipping penalty against Kennedy Christian will mark the ball all the way back to the 29-yard line. So now it's first down.
And 25.
25. Major penalty.
So Kennedy was able to work themselves out of a hole once on this drive. They'll have to do it again. It is Carterman with the ball at the 29 and a man split on each side. Back to pass. He's rolling out to his right. He's got time. He unloads to Tarosky. He's got it down at the 15, and that's where he'll be brought down. So they picked up 15 on the play just about, make it at the 16. So that'll bring up now second and about 11, and that's what Kennedy wanted to do, just get part of it back, and that's what they did.
Yeah, they like to look for Tarosky for those possession-type receptions. The big play is more of a Conrad-type catch if they're going deep, but Tarosky's the man that always seems to find the opening, and he's had an outstanding game, as has Carterman. They get a big chunk of the yardage back. It's now second down at about 13 from inside the 20.
Now have Kennedy 10 of 18 in the ball game, passing for 149 yards. Ball goes out to the left side. It's complete to Moore at the 20. He's up ahead to the 15. He's at the 10. He's inside the 5 and knocked out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Very close. A beautiful play call that time by Kennedy Christian. Carterman looping the screen pass out to the left side. They had Eric D'Angelo leading the way, and Moore took it all the way down inside the 5. He finally goes out of bounds at about the 1, and Kennedy's knocking at the door, trailing by 7, but they're right there.
And the Golden Eagles will get 4 opportunities here from point-blank range as they have it first and goal at the 1-yard line of Linesville, trailing by 7. 10:57 remains in this football game. And remember, with under 9 minutes to go in that Reynolds game, it's the Raiders on top of the Titusville Rockets by a 19-12 score. Backs are split in the backfield. Carterman under center, and he'll try it on the sneak. He hits in the middle of the line, gets nowhere, then throws it out to the right. It is into the end zone for a touchdown to Ed Tarosky. A 1-yard touchdown pass from Carterman to Tarosky, and the Golden Eagles are within 1 point of tying up this football game.
Well, if that was a design play, it was brilliant. If not, it's just a brilliant play by Carterman. He took one step into the line like he was going to sneak it, and then turned around and ran it back and flipped it to Tarosky in the right corner of the end zone. It was wide open. Tarosky with another touchdown catch, his 3rd of the game. And now Eric Ruha on to attempt the extra point kick, which would tie the game.
Remember, we saw a fake out of this formation. Good for a 2-point conversion early in the football game. We'll see if they kick it here. The snap is good. The kick is up, but it is far to the right and no good. And the kick being no good means the Golden Eagles now trail by a point, 22-21, with 10:51 remaining in this football game. We'll come back to Sharpsville in a moment on your live sports leader, WWIZ I-104.
The staff of Greenville Orthopedic Association is proud to sponsor exciting high school football action and extends their best wishes to all area students in their athletic and academic endeavors. Specializing in sports medicine, total joint surgery, arthroscopic, and other orthopedic surgery, Greenville Orthopedic Association at 428 South Main Street in Greenville. Call 588-7250 for an appointment. Greenville Orthopedic Association featuring a walk-in sports medicine clinic on Sunday mornings at 10 throughout the football season. Join Wiley Meyer in the morning for fun and great music. Only on I-104, WWIZ.
Okay, back here again at Sharpsville, McCracken Field. I'm Jeff Weimer along with Mark Slazak. And our game time temperature of 29 degrees. Seems like it might have gone down a couple of more, Mark.
Jeff, it didn't look like Ruha could have got a good plant down that time. His foot seemed to slip a little bit, and that caused him to shank the extra point, and that could come back to haunt Kennedy Christian. But the way this game's gone, it's far from over. 10:51 to go, and both teams have been exciting so far.
Ruha's kickoff is a good one. It carries from left to right, and it's taken back at the 10-yard line by Onderko. He gets out over the 20. He's at the 25, at the 30, cuts to his right, and over near the far sideline, he is brought down at the 33-yard line, make it to 34. That's where Lions will take over 1st and 10 with 10:43 to go. Kennedy, with all their timeouts, need the football back. They need a score.
Linesville was very effective early on running the football. They had no success at all in the first half of throwing it. But on their last touchdown drive, they mixed a couple of short passes in there with the runs, and it proved to be very effective. They lead by 1, 22-21.
Ondurko gives it into the middle of the line to Yablonski. He is hit hard and thrown back. He might not have gained anything on the play. And Tarosky is over there getting the Kennedy crowd fired up, and they've got the stands over there pretty full on the far side.
Yeah, good crowd for both sides for a frigid night. The wind pretty much has died down, but Jeff, as you said, I do think it's gotten a little colder since game has started. No snow in the air. It's just a clear, cold night here at Sharpsville's McCracken Field. But the football game has been outstanding, and the weather has played no part, really, in this game at all.
And the field is in very good condition, by the way, too. There's an eye in the backfield. And the ball is fumbled. It's in the backfield, and I think Ondurko might have gotten it back. But Linesville dodged a bullet there. They're going to lose 6 or 7 on the play. The ball was loose on the ground, and there was a foot race to it between Kennedy's Vince Bernil and Anthony Ondurko for Linesville. And the Lions now really are in deep trouble. They are 3rd and 16 back at their own 25.
Ondurko wanted to pitch the ball on the option that time, but the ball slipped out of his hands. Again, they did recover a 7-yard loss, and Jeff, Linesville comes out in a new formation, and Kennedy, unsure of the defense, takes a timeout.
And if we can now, we'll try to hook up with Bob Greenberg down at Sharon Stadium as we have this break in the action there. There's 9:19 to go in this football game. Kennedy trails by a point in a very important 3rd down situation coming up. And right now, if you're there, Bob Greenberg, let's have a report from Sharon Stadium. Okay, we're not able to make connection with Bob right this minute? All righty, so...
Okay, Bob, still, last report that we have, Reynolds leading Titusville 19-12 with under 9 minutes to go. So as soon as we have a report from Bob, we will come back and go to Bob and try to get it.
Yes,
okay, Bob's here now. Bob, what's the report right now currently?
6 minutes to go in the ball game. Titusville has the ball on their own 40-yard line. 2nd down and 12. The score is still 19-12 in favor of Reynolds. Titusville has the ball on their own 40. Matter of fact, here's a call. Spence back to pass, and he is sacked. A 13-yard loss for Spence. It'll be 3rd down and long for Titusville.
Thank you very much. We appreciate that update, Bob, and we'll be back to you in a few moments. It's Ondurko on 3rd and long, rolling out to his left, throwing the football down the field, and it's in and out of the hands of the defender. Almost picked off out there by Eric Hunter, but more importantly than that, it goes incomplete, and Linesville will have to punt. So the Golden Eagles will get the ball back with still plenty of time left in this football game.
Jeff, if that was New York City, I think 3 of the Golden Eagles would have been arrested for a mugging there that time as they hammered the receiver in the area that time, Zarambinski, but no call. And Zarambinski took a beating, but for no avail. It's now 4th down and long as the Kennedy defense holds again, and it'll be Pepper back to punt.
He's standing back near his own 14-yard line. The snap is a low one, but he gets the kick away. It's an end-over-end kick that's taken by the Golden Eagles back at the 47-yard line, and hit immediately right there was number 34, Mario Stinson. And he gets no yardage on the return, but it is excellent field position for Kennedy as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line, needing any kind of a score to take the lead in this football game.
Yeah, Robert Brown there to make the tackle on the special teams play. A nice job defensively done by the special teams. And Kennedy Christian now with 8:56 to go in the ball game, trying to make up a 1-point deficit.
And the give is to Moore. He's over the left side. He's in the Linesville territory at about the 45-yard line. He'll pick up nearly 8 on the play, make it 2nd down and 2. And, Mark, you really have a feeling that this game, regardless of the outcome, is going to have a very exciting conclusion.
Yeah, and it's going to have a very disappointing loser, unfortunately, because both teams have played their hearts out tonight. Both sides have played excellent football games. The momentum has switched many times tonight. And right now it's on the side of Kennedy Christian. They have a 2nd down and 2 inside the Titusville 45, or the Linesville 45.
And the pitch is to Moore again. He hits into the middle of the line, straight ahead. He finds a hole, and he gets a couple of yards inside to the 40-yard line of Linesville.
That's going to be enough for a first down.
And the clock continues to turn with 8 minutes to go in the football game. No need for Kennedy to panic. They've got all of their timeouts. No, excuse me. They've only got 2 timeouts left, and they have time on their side, really. They've got plenty of time.
And Eric Ruha, a good kicker. He did miss the last extra point, but for the most part, an excellent kicker. And he can boot it from about 35 yards if it would come down to that situation.
Yeah, they're only about 15 yards out of his field goal territory right now. And it is Carterman under center. He's got a wishbone in the backfield. They send a man in motion, and this time they give it to Moore on the pitch. He's inside the 35, 30, and down to the 28-yard line. He's got a first down for the Kennedy Christian Golden Eagles.
Well, Rob Moore has had an outstanding second half, Jeff. He's dominated the football game on the ground in this half. And another big gain there for Moore. A first down for Kennedy Christian now inside the 30-yard line as they mark the ball at the 28, and Jeff Linesville wants a timeout.
And when we take that timeout, we'll come back to Sharpsville in just a moment on your live sports leader, WWIZ I-104.
We're here at Sporting Goods Incorporated in downtown Newcastle to warn you about the Nike Air Force STS, Air Flight High, and Air Delta Force ST. You see, the Force from Nike was built on the presumption that in basketball, nice guys finish last. So come into Sporting Goods Incorporated in downtown Newcastle today and see what it's like to get tough. Because when you're on the court, you're not there to make friends. That's Sporting Goods Incorporated, downtown Newcastle.
The country's best music, 24 hours a day, I-104, WWIZ.
Okay, we're back here again at Sharpsville. I'm Jeff Weimer along with Mark Slazak, and the last report we have from Sharon Stadium is with 3 minutes and 18 seconds to go in the football game. The Reynolds Raiders have the ball, and they have the lead, 19 to 12. Thank you. And it is 1st and 10 for Kennedy. They're at the 29-yard line of Linesville, and they'll have to avoid the mistake here and just work it down into the end zone. The pitch is to Moore. He's got room to turn the corner on the right side. He's inside the 25 and down to the 22-yard line, and the clock continues to roll under 7.5 minutes to go in this football game.
That offensive line for Kennedy Christian with D'Angelo and Jones up front, as well as Muser and Reiser and Walters all up front, doing an outstanding job blocking each time. Moore over 100 yards in the football game, and most of that coming here in the second half.
And Kennedy is just an eyelash away from field goal range.
A little further than an eyelash, about a stone's throw, I think.
Okay, but they've got plenty of time, and they've got second and about 4 yards to go. And the give is on the quick opener to Brownlee. He's inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. He'll be close to another Kennedy Christian first down.
Wrestled down there by DeRoss, but Pepper there at all as well, but looks like he may have enough for a first down. We'll see where they spot the ball, and Jeff, this might be one that we might have to measure.
You can bet.
They call it third down, Jeff. The no measurement. It's going to be a third down play. A big play here, third down and less than a yard for Kennedy Christian.
You can bet that Joe Korsinski wants them to get it into the end zone. He doesn't want to have to rely on a field goal kick in this weather. The ball is at the 19-yard line. They are within Ruha's range, but again, that ball and the foot is cold, and it's not going to be an easy one. But it is third and short. Carterman under center. The pitch is to Moore. He's trying to turn the corner on the outside. He's got the first down. He's inside the 10, 5. Oh, it's a touchdown for the Kennedy Christian Golden Eagles, and they take the lead with only 5 minutes and 54 seconds remaining in this championship game.
Rob Moore on the 18-yard run around the left end. Hits pay dirt for Kennedy Christian, and as Jeff said, the lead for Kennedy Christian, 27-22 with 5:54 to go in the ball game. And the offense is on the field. They're going to attempt the extra point. Now they'll run Ruha on the field, so they're going to try to kick for the extra point.
Well, if they get the extra point here, it would require Linesville to score a touchdown and convert in some sort or another. And if they do not get the extra point, then Linesville can score a touchdown and win the football game regardless of the extra point. We'll go to Bob Greenberg live right after this extra point. And the snap is to Carterman. He's going to throw it into the end zone, and it goes incomplete in there. Nobody was around.
Now all that means is Linesville only has to get the ball across the goal line to win the football game. They don't have to worry about converting an extra point, as Kennedy went for the 2 to kind of ensure themselves a win. But what happened there is now leaves the door open just slightly for Linesville to come back.
And it was a calculated gamble, but it didn't work out for Kennedy. And the time is running down at Sharon Stadium between Reynolds and Titusville. And we now switch you live to Bob Greenberg. Bob?
Great news here from Sharon High School. Eddie Underwood breaks a third down and 4, goes 60 yards for the touchdown. The extra point was good with 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Reynolds leads 26-12, and Reynolds recovers an onside kick. Looks like the Reynolds Raiders will win the District 10 championship. We're under 3 minutes to go.
Thank you very much, Bob Greenberg. That is fantastic news for Reynolds Raider fans and Mercer County fans in particular. And the Sharon Tigers maybe have to be feeling good after that, too, seeing their loss avenged last week to Titusville.
So Reynolds getting back on top of the district. They did it a couple of years ago. They lost their title last year to Hickory, but now they grab it back.
And a fake, no, it is a reverse on the kickoff. And carrying it all the way over to the other side is Brown, and it really didn't work for much, as coming to the near side with it originally was Zarambinski. And at the 30-yard line, he gave it to Brown. Brown reversed all the way to the other side of the field and got no extra yardage whatsoever. And the Linesville Lions take over 1st and 10, 70 yards away from the end zone. And they only need a touchdown to pull ahead in this football game with 5:40 to go.
Enough time, but the Kennedy defense has been tough.
Brown is split wide to the near side. I formation in the backfield behind Underco. Underco rolling to his left on the option. He'll keep it. He cuts it upfield, and he'll pick up 5, maybe 6. As the ball is out over the 36-yard line.
I tell you, Jeff, the option play has been wide open for Underco all evening long. The only thing that has stopped Underco on the option play has been his own fumbles.
And Linesville, we have them unofficially with 2 timeouts remaining. Is that right? We'll double check on that. 2 timeouts for Linesville?
Yeah, 2 left.
They've got 2 remaining. And Underco fakes the handoff and rolls to his right on the sweep. And he's got first down yardage out over the 40 to the 45. And the Linesville Lions have plenty of time. 4:51 to go. They move the sticks again.
Option left the first time. Option right this time for a first down across midfield. And Jeff, as I said, the option play has been open all evening long as Underco can hold on to the football.
Clock is turning. 4:40 to go in this football game. Linesville will have to try to avoid the turnover. They fumbled already 3 times in a football game. Brown is split wide to the near side. And it is Underco with the quick opener over the right side, giving it up the middle. And a gain of nearly 5 on the play right to midfield, carrying at that time.
That's
Jablonski.
Yeah, Jablonski from the fullback spot on the quick hitter up the middle. Gets about 5 on the play. 2nd down and 5 for Linesville. So another good pickup. 4:15 to go in the game. 27-22. Kennedy Christian up by 5 in this District 10 Class A championship game.
This game is going right down to the wire. The Golden Eagles need to stiffen it up on defense. It is Underco on the option, pitches out to the near side, and it's taken out there by Zarambinski. And he was hit in the backfield, should have been thrown for a loss, but he broke a tackle, got ahead for 5, and might be near the first down. I think he's got it by
a first
little
down.
bit.
Yeah, Jeff. They have the ball marked right on the 45-yard line. The sticks are on the 45, and Jeff, if he doesn't make it, he's only going to be about an inch short. Dax Messett had a shot that time to have him in the backfield, but Underco got the pitch away, and Zarambinski slipped away from Messett, and he's very close to a first down, and here's an all-important measurement here. And I do think they have it, Jeff.
Well, you can bet they're going to go for it. If they didn't, they're going to be just a half an inch short, and it will bring up a 3rd down and very short now for Linesville. They are 1 of 5 on 3rd down conversions in this football game.
It's only a couple of inches for the first down. Not more than 2 or 3 inches, Jeff.
But anything can happen, and it's going to eat some time off the clock. The clock will start. 3:52 remains. Linesville with 2 times out. And they will have to start thinking about the clock here very soon. They're 45 yards away, but they only trail by 5 points, 27-22. What a big extra point miss that was for Kennedy on their last touchdown. Man comes in motion to the near side. Underco gives it up the middle on the power run.
That's going to be a first down.
It will be enough for the first down, just barely, but that's all they needed. And the clock stops as the Sticks move forward with 3:39 to go in the football game.
Zarembinski with the first down. And Jeff Kennedy had some excellent penetration as both Walters and Reiser got into the backfield. But Zarembinski and the Linesville Lions picked the right hole that time over left guard and got enough, just enough for a first down. 1st and 10 for Linesville at the 49 of Kennedy.
High formation in the backfield. Brown split wide to the right. The pitch goes to Zarembinski. He was hemmed in the backfield, but he got loose and got ahead for about 4, maybe 5 yards on the play when it looked like he might go for more. But it will bring up 2nd down and 5 now. Clock turning down near 3:10 to go in the game.
Linesville's been effective on first down as to getting about 5 yards, and Jeff Kennedy Christian the last 2 times have at least stopped Underco on the option. They forced him to pitch it, but they're still getting 5 yards a crack each time on the option. 2:55 to go. It'll be a 2nd down and 5 play.
Clock is still turning. I formation in the backfield. Underco under center. He's calling the signal, sends a man in motion. Oates to the near side. He takes the snap, rolling out to his left. He's hemmed in, and he cuts it upfield for his short gain. 1 or 2 maybe. It'll be 3rd down now and close to 3 for the Lions. And the clock's still turning, under 2.5 minutes to go in the ball game.
They've used the swing pass very effectively on 1 touchdown drive in a situation similar to this. Let's see what they want to do. It's 3rd down and 5, and I think they're in, well, they have to be, Jeff. They're in 2-down territory for sure at this point.
9th play of the drive. It started back at Linesville's 30. Underco. He's back. He's being chased in the backfield. He cuts it upfield. He's tackled. He's short of a first down at about the 36-yard line. It'll bring up now a 4th down and a long 2 for Linesville, with exactly 2 minutes to go in the football game, and maybe the last play of the Linesville Lions football season if they don't get the first down.
This is the play of the year for both of these teams.
And as they say, it doesn't get any better than this. 37-yard line. It is 4th, and let's call it 3. Brown is split wide to the near side, and with the clock down to 1:38, Linesville uses their 2nd timeout. They've only got 1 remaining, and that could be a big factor as well. And with the break, we'll be back at Sharpsville in just a moment on your live sports leader, WWIZ I-104.
From the WWIZ Sports Center, we go now to this live update.
Well, it's official. The Reynolds Raiders will win the District 10 Class AAA Championship with the final score 26-12 over Titusville. Eddie Underwood finishes up 39 carries, 233 yards, 2 touchdowns, including a 60-yarder with 3 minutes and 8 seconds to go to clinch the ball game. Reynolds wins it 26-12. Now back to Jeff and Mark at Sharpsville.
Okay, thank you very much for that update, Bob Greenberg. Another excellent job down there covering that Reynolds game at Sharon. 26-12 the final, and what a good ball game that was as well.
Yes, and congratulations to Coach Frank Amato. They really turned it around. They had some trouble early on, but the Reynolds Raiders have come through, and again, the District 10 AAA champions, and a great game by Ed Underwood and the Reynolds Raiders. Here we are, 4th and 4.
And it is on Durko. They need the first down to keep the drive alive. They give it to Yablonsky. He hits in the middle of the line. I think he got it. He needed 3, and he got 3.5.
It looked like he crossed the plane of the 35-yard line, and that's where he needed to be. And, Jeff, they have the ball marked across the 35, and from here,
they have stopped the clock.
Like they made it.
They stopped the clock for a measurement, but I don't think they need to because it's a first down. And if it would be in Kennedy's best interest.
Yeah, they're going to measure, Jeff, but the ball looks to be across the 35, so we're going to see where the chains make it come out. It's going to be inches one way or the other.
I think there's no question of the fact that he got it. The officials did a nice job in spotting the ball right where it belonged, and they got it by half the length of the football. And the Linesville players are celebrating, but I wouldn't be celebrating yet because they're still 34 yards away from the end zone. They've only got 1 minute and 29 seconds to go, and they've only got one timeout here. So things are getting to the point right now where Underco almost has to put it up, Mark. And he is only 2 of 5 in the football game for 29 yards. Brown is split wide to the near side. 1st and 10, Linesville. It is Underco back to pass, rolling out to the near side. He may try to run it, and he'll be pushed out of bounds right at about the 35 and make it maybe even the 33. And that stops the clock with 1:12 to go, and will go as about a we'll call it a 2-yard pickup for Linesville, 2nd and 8.
Okay, Linesville's been picking up only about 5 yards of play, Jeff. They're going to need to break a big one somewhere to get it into the end zone. A field goal does them absolutely no good. They need a touchdown. They're at the 34-yard line with 1:12 to go in the football game, trailing by 5.
And another big play here for the Lions as they split Brown out wide to the far side this time. High in the backfield, slot on the right. Underco dropping straight back. He's being blitzed. He throws a screen out to the near side, complete, and rolling out there and getting hit at the 35 down to the 30 is the big man, number 33, Jerry DeRoss, the tight end. And it was a beautifully set up tight end screen pass, but Kennedy did a good job sniffing it out.
And now we have a timeout called, Jeff, by Linesville with 57 seconds to go. It's going to be a 3rd down and 5 coming up.
Make that 3rd and 4, but there was a pickup of maybe 6 on the play.
Okay, 3rd down and 4. DeRoss did a nice job on that screen pass as he broke about 3 tackles along the way.
And now we have Underco at 3 of 6 for 34 yards in the passing department. But Linesville has spent their final timeout in this football game with 57 seconds to go, Mark. And if they do not pick up the 1st down on this play, and if they do not get the clock stopped, then that could be a very big factor, because they will not be able to call a timeout before the 4th down play. And it will be a very interesting decision for Coach Dan McCullough of the Linesville Lions.
They may be in a position where they have to put the ball in the air, because as time permits, with 57 seconds to go, again, Jeff, they can't stop the clock unless they get out of bounds or throw an incomplete pass.
And Underco has been impressive on the ground in the option today, but not in the passing department. I formation in the backfield. Underco under center. He gives it to, he pitches it out to the near side, trying to turn the corner out there, and a fumble. The ball is loose, and it goes out of bounds back around the 30, and they'll be well short of the 1st down. As a matter of fact, they lost a couple of yards. It'll be 4th down now, and let's call it 7 with 50 seconds to go in the football game. It was Zarambinski out there, and he fumbled the ball as he went out of bounds.
He fumbled it as he was hit by Ed Tarosky. Tarosky, definitely one of the players of the game for Kennedy Christian. He's caught 3 touchdown passes and made the big play right there defensively. 4th down, 7 yards to go, 50 seconds to go.
And this could be the final play of the Linesville season. It's Underco rolling out to his right. He's being chased. He throws. It's incomplete. The Kennedy Christian Golden Eagles, barring a miracle, will win the District 10 championship. It was Underco rolling out to his right. There was nobody open. He let go of it, and it fell out there incomplete. Underco is still down, but he's now getting up.
He had a man, Robert Brown, in the area. Would have been far enough for a 1st down, but Kennedy had great pressure on the quarterback, Underco, and he had no choice but to throw off his back foot, falling down as he threw, and the ball incomplete. And now Kennedy just has to sit on it. Linesville has no more timeouts. Barring a fumble, this game will be over.
Cartman under center, takes a snap, kneels to one knee, and the whistle blows, but the clock will continue to roll. The Golden Eagles need only to take one more snap. We'll wait and see. The official whistles the ball ready for play now, and there's 32 seconds to go. So Kennedy will have to take one more snap, and then it will be in the books.
Kennedy Christian, with 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns, have come from behind to take a 27-22 lead, and now they just have to sit on it to win the District 10 Class A championship.
It's Cartman. He takes the snap. Again, he kneels to one knee.
Flags
the clock
are down.
is turning down, and it stops with 8 seconds to go because of the penalty flag.
Jeff, what happened there is the nose tackle, Yablonski, reached across the line of scrimmage and tried to hit the ball out of the center's hands just as Walters was trying to snap the ball. And there'll be a penalty, illegal procedure against Linesville. The penalties declined and 8 seconds to go. The clock is going to run.
And let's see.
As soon as they whistle it ready, they don't have to run another play.
The ball
Here
is
goes
at
the clock, and that's going to be
30-yard
it.
line. And it's down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is the end of the football game. The Golden Eagles are streaming onto the field, as are their fans. And the Kennedy Christian Golden Eagles are the District 10 champions of Class A football with their 27-22 victory here tonight at Sharpsville's McCracken Field over the Linesville Lions. And it was a truly, truly great football game. We're glad you could join us. We'll come back with our post game in just a moment right here on your live sports leader, WWIZ I-104.